Imagine the butterfly effect hitting a small Canadian snowboard company, transforming it into the world's top e-commerce platform. You've probably seen random YouTubers claiming you can make millions selling stuff online, right? Well, chances are they're running their gig on Shopify. But Shopify is more than just a tool for YouTubers. Major players like Sephora, Red Bull, and Tesla rely on Shopify for their online games. Currently, Shopify fuels nearly 5 million online stores. So, how did this company leap from a snowboard shop to a $100 billion powerhouse, setting the global e-commerce standard? Let's delve into the rise of Shopify. How it revolutionized online selling. The story of Shopify starts with a high school dropout named Toby Lutka. Toby wasn't your typical dropout, though. Growing up in Germany, he was an extremely inquisitive child, building and programming computers since he was 11 years old. By 17, he decided college wasn't for him, and instead started working at the German tech giant Siemens. Even at a young age, Toby's programming skills stood out, but working on boring accounting software using Java didn't fulfill his passion for programming. In 2002, Toby left Germany and moved to Ottawa, Canada, where he joined a startup. However, by 2004, the startup had gone bankrupt. This is where the story gets interesting. Toby had taken up snowboarding during his time in Ottawa, and now jobless, he and his friend Scott Lake decided to start an online shop selling snowboards. When I came to Canada, I picked up the hobby of snowboarding. Eventually, a few friends and I decided, hey, wouldn't it be cool to start an online business selling snowboards? That idea just stuck with us, Toby recalls. They decided to call it Snow Devil. With very humble means, both Toby and Scott put up around $2,000 Canadian dollars each. The plan was for Scott to handle inventory and vendors, while Toby built the tech side. Initially, Toby thought he could set up the online shop in about a week, but he quickly realized there were no good software options available. Eventually, he stumbled upon a new open-source web project called Ruby on Rails. Though it was a small community of programmers at the time, Toby saw its potential and started collaborating on the project. Using the framework, Toby leveraged the code to build Snow Devil, their new online snowboard shop. What I was doing was building a new business online, and I knew nothing about retail. I had no money, no time, and I needed help for everything, Toby admits. As Snow Devil started selling snowboards, a few people began asking Toby if they could use his software to build their own e-commerce sites. Word spread, and more people approached him to license Snow Devil for their stores. This was when Toby realized the enormous opportunity before him. He called his friend Daniel Wynand to help transform Snow Devil's framework into the e-commerce platform it is today. However, this transformation didn't happen overnight. Moreover, Toby once said, "In the beginning, it was very hard for us to get any kind of investment. We mostly ran on fumes and personal savings from my family and friends. Even in situations where we had weeks of money left in the bank, I insisted that the people who worked here make plans and think about products we needed a year later. That was key." Toby didn't push Shopify to sell out for short-term gains. He saw the big picture. 99% of people who want to sell online don't have the ability to code. His focus was on becoming the long-term solution to this problem. Toby, Daniel, and Scott wanted to simplify the process for online sellers to get their products to shoppers. They combined the words simplify and shopping and founded a new company under the name Shopify in 2006. Toby and the team built a platform that was completely new to the market. It allowed merchants to quickly set up a website with unique templates, customize them to their businesses, track orders, manage inventory, and accept payments, all without writing a single line of code. They kept their focus on the customer, constantly asking how they could make the process more streamlined while allowing customers to differentiate themselves and their businesses. Customers came flooding in. Shopify now supports more than 600,000 stores, aiming to level the playing field and make it easy for anyone with a product or great idea to build a wonderful online store. Some of those online stores that started at a mom's kitchen table have grown to 100 million or even $1 billion on Shopify's platform. Small businesses became big businesses with Shopify. Initially, Shopify monetized their business by taking 3% of revenue generated through their platform. This wasn't an issue for small businesses, but it could really add up for companies with billions in revenue. So Shopify changed their model. Instead of taking 3% of sales, Shopify would take a flat rate for merchants, driving even more sellers to the platform. Next, Toby wanted to grow Shopify's platform for web designers. He created a program that incentivized web designers to join their movement by allowing them to create web templates on Shopify and share in the profits if their templates were used. This created an ecosystem for all sides of the transaction within Shopify. Small businesses could create a professional website to sell their products, manage inventory, and receive payments, while web designers could create beautiful templates and be well compensated for it. Shoppers could buy products they otherwise might not have access to without Shopify. It was a beautiful harmony. Now it was time to scale. Yes, Shopify was growing quickly, but they needed the means to truly go worldwide. In 2015, Shopify went public on the New York Stock Exchange for $17 per share at a market cap of $1.27 billion. Shopify closed that day up 60% at a price of $28 per share. The market was starting to recognize the true potential of this new public e-commerce platform. Later that year, Amazon announced it would be closing its Amazon web store for merchants and selected Shopify as its preferred migration partner. This was a pivotal moment in Shopify's history, clearing the path to market share dominance and sending Shopify's valuation soaring. Shopify continued its customer-focused innovation by creating programs like Shopify Capital, which helps customers who need cash to get their business off the ground, developing a point-of-sale tappable card reader for brick-and-mortar customers, and creating mobile applications for tracking business performance on the go. Shopify's goal has always been to make it easier for people to look amazing online. The decision is obvious. Can we make it easier for others to look amazing? As Toby says, it's not our job to be at the front. Our job is to make other people look good. This is truly Shopify's value proposition. The next major milestone for Shopify will come in 2020. Toby had been experimenting with remote work for his entire workforce, and the testing paid off. Not only was Shopify ready for the lockdowns and mandated work-from-home environment, but it also pushed nearly all global shoppers online. In Q3 2020, Shopify grew its revenue nearly 100% year over year. With Shopify's enormous growth, Wall Street started framing Shopify and Amazon as fierce rivals. But Toby saw it differently. Amazon is a rival, and rivals are there to inspire you to be better. If you treat your competitors any other way, you're making a category mistake. If you're anywhere close to software, it's positive sum, and everything's growing. On August 30th, 2023, Amazon and Shopify announced a partnership that would allow Shopify sellers to enable Buy with Prime within their Shopify stores. Millions of Prime members can now enjoy the trusted shopping experience of Prime, including fast, free delivery and easy returns, while shopping directly from participating Shopify merchants. This partnership is a win-win, combining Amazon's strong brand recognition and consumer trust with Shopify's strong merchant relationships. This collaboration allows Shopify to offer Prime benefits to their customers while staying in the Shopify ecosystem. It's a significant move that highlights the focus of both companies on their customers. Shopify's story doesn't end here, but I'll leave you with one last message from Toby before I go. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Creating these videos is a lot of hard work, and your engagement makes it all worth it. With that, here's Toby. Right now, it's about $1.9 trillion online commerce, going towards $4 trillion in the next couple of years. This is probably the single largest economic opportunity of our time. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.